We continue to follow this breaking news out of Arizona, where just minutes ago, a jury finds Lori Vallow Daybell guilty of conspiracy to commit murder.
News special Skarna Mejia was in the courtroom as that verdict was read. She joins us live right now just outside the courthouse. All right, Garna, what can you tell us right now?
Yeah, you guys, it was something we waited all day for, hours of waiting. For us, for the jury, it was really just over 3 hours of deliberation. What you're seeing here behind me now is a group of journalists and others gathered to hear from one of the jury members here in this trial. There were two women in this that were part of the jury. The rest were all men. The jury came out. The judge asked them to thank them for their service, asked them to stay a little bit longer. But when they came out, several left. One woman stopped to share her thoughts. And what she's telling us is that she was not impressed. She found more guilt in Lori Vallow Daybell deciding to represent herself. And she was hoping that she would take the stand. She was hoping that she would build a case for those arguments that she made, that this was self-defense, that this was a prosecution wanting to make a tragedy out of a family tragedy, a crime out of a family tragedy. But she says ultimately they were not impressed. They saw that evidence and felt that it was very strong, very compelling, that Lori Vallow Daybell took the life of her husband, Charles Vallow, back in July of 2019. This jury does not know how extensive this case is. They do not know that Lori Vallow Daybell has already been convicted for the murders of her two children, Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallow, and the wife of her now husband, Chad Daybell, her name Tammy Daybell, from Springville, Utah. So a lot happening here in the last few minutes. I haven't seen family come out yet. We've seen these jury members that are come out. You can see the media here gathered, speaking with two of them, trying to get an idea of what was going through their mind in making their deliberation. Now, something else that is quite interesting about how proceedings happened here in Arizona is that the jury also has to consider aggravating circumstances. If they were to do that, if Lori were to allow them to do that, they would determine, another mini trial. Are there aggravating circumstances to add an extra enhanced punishment to her sentence? Lori decided to go against that today and decided to stipulate on them. In other words, admitting that there were aggravating circumstances, a dangerous situation, domestic violence, other such factors. And so now we have this situation that is now closed, this trial. This doesn't end here. It continues with the trial of Brandon Boudreaux. You guys stay with us. We're going to continue bringing you reactions from here in Phoenix. I'll send it back to you.
Okay, great coverage for us. Skarna Mejia live in Phoenix. Thank you for that. We'll see you back here in about a half an hour.